An Italian journalist who's reporting from the ground in the Donbass has recorded a video message to his president accusing Western media of distorting its coverage of the conflict, in particular when it comes to the alleged role of extremists in Ukrainian battalions.
I
stop random people and interview them. They all tell me they were locked in their basement and couldn't get out. Many say they shot at them to keep them from leaving. By they mean the neo-Nazi battalions. And then I see on the Washington Post that these militants read works by Kant. I went to their former bases where there are Nazi symbols. I saw books about SS guards, about Mussolini. Then we are told about the nationalist organisations in Italy, while here we see the real Nazis holding the whole state hostage. I see people on TV talking about modernity, about morality, and they say that Putin is a criminal. If Putin is a criminal, then we are 10 times worse. These days we are marking the anniversary of the destruction of Belgrade. Tons of bombs were thrown at the city based on fake news. You can also remember Iraq, Syria, Libya, Afghanistan. But if you remind them of all this, they will not want to hear about it.
Well, that Italian reporter is just one of an increasing number of foreign journalists who visited eastern Ukraine. One group went to a village in the Lugansk Republic, which was taken under the control of People's Forces around a month ago. An independent reporter who visited the Donbass spoke of his experience.
I feel surprised. This is a place that endured fighting, and you normally expect people to be outraged about this. But it's vice versa here. People are welcoming the Russian troops. They are glad they have come. Everyone is talking about the horrors of the last 8 years. It causes strong emotions.
Earlier, we spoke with Thomas Roper himself, and he believes the story of eastern Ukraine over the past 8 years remains largely untold in the West.
I would agree with the Italian colleague because I just returned myself 2 hours ago from the conflict region in the Donbass, and in every village where we have been and when they've seen that we were foreign journalists, they were screaming at us why the Western press didn't tell the world about the 8 years war there. And now we see again the same thing. The world didn't see the 8 years war. The Western media didn't talk about it. And now they found this conflict. And yeah, well, I would not call them hypocritical. I would really call them somehow even lying, because what I have seen is just the opposite, and I've seen it with my own eyes, is just the opposite of what we are taught in the Western media. We have seen this already in German TV, for example, in 2014, when the conflict started, that the second German TV channel showed soldiers, Ukrainian soldiers, with a swastika on the helmet, without commenting it. And now they are telling us that there are no Nazis in Ukraine. I don't know how this fits. And now they are ignoring that we have Nazis in Ukraine, and we have people in the new Ukrainian government which are absolutely clear in the Nazi ideology, and the Western politics and media, well, they try to ignore it. I think this is a kind of extremism which we see in the West.